Hi everyone, welcome to the Code Query Hub. So in this video, let's try to create a guessing number game in Python with the help of while loop and break. So for that, we need two variables. One is used to store the number to be guessed and second one is used to take the input from the users. Now, after that, we need to compare both of them and check whether the guess is right or not. So let's try to create it. So let's take any random number n and let's assign some value to it. Let's say 30 and this is the number to be guessed. Now let's create a while loop. So it starts with the while keyword and then we have to take the input from the users until the user guesses the correct input. So let's say while the condition is true. So let's take another variable and for taking the input from the users, we are having this input function. Now let's try to display the message, enter your guess number. And by default, the output of this function is string. So we need to convert it into integer so that we can compare this value with this value. Now we need to compare both of them. So we can say if guess equal to n colon. So double equal to means it will compare left hand side with the right hand side. So if the guess is equal to that number, we can say that print congratulations, you guessed the correct number. And break the loop. After that, if it is not the correct number, then else we can print wrong guess, try again. And we don't need to specify any condition in else. So now let's try to run this cell. So yes, it will ask for a number. Let's take any wrong number, that is 78. So it will say wrong guess, try again. Again asking for a number. Let's say 4 again. So if we keep on entering the wrong numbers, it will keep on asking numbers. So let's try to guess the right number, that is 30. So yes, it will print congratulations, you guessed the correct number, and after that it will come out of the loop because we have written the break. So break will forcefully come out of the loop when this condition is true. Now here we have put only two conditions, that if the guess is correct or not. We can give many conditions. So let's try to see. We can also give a hint to a user that if he is guessing the number below the required number or above. So how can we do that? Let's see. Instead of else, we can write elif. If the guess is less than that number, it means the user need to guess the higher number. So we can say try again with a higher number, or else we may say that try again with a lower number. Because these three conditions are possible if the guess is equal to n or less than n, or last will be greater than. If you are guessing the bigger number than this required number, then you need to guess the lower number. So let's try to run this. Suppose we are entering 78. So what should be the output? Wrong guess, try with a lower number. Let's see. Yes, it is saying try guessing a lower number. Now let's guess the number is 20. So what should be the output? Wrong guess, try again with a higher number. So yes, it is working fine. Now let's take one more number, 56. So what should be the output? Try again with a lower number because the correct number is 30. So yes, Now let's try to guess the correct number. That is 30. So yes, it will come out of the loop. So in this way, we can create a simple guessing number game. Now we have created these two, and it will keep on asking the number from the user until the input is correct. We can also provide chances to a user. So let's say this is your first method. This is your second method. And let's copy this. And let's try to provide the chances to a user. So you need to store the number of chances. So let's take any variable n chances, and let's say we are giving 5 chances to a user, and we need to count also. So let's take counter is 0. Now let's make changes to a, so when this loop is executed, so counter will be counter plus 1, and sorry, you can say print. Let's check the f string method. So you can say you have total how many chances? 5, and it is stored in this variable. So we have learned that we can give the value stored in the variable in the enclosed in the curly braces. So we can write the variable name here, total this much chances, and this is your chance, and counter is holding the number of chance. So we have taken it as 0. So when this loop will be executed, the counter becomes 0 plus 1, that is 1. So counter is 1. So let's say chance number counter. Okay, so we can give an information to the user that we are having total this much chances, and this is your chance number this. And what else we can do? Now we are giving this much chances. So we can say if counter, because this counter is holding the number of chances, so we can compare the counter with the number of chances. So if the counter is equal to number of chances, then we can say print better luck next time your chances are 2. And we can break the loop after the counter reaches the number of chances. So in this case, the loop will break if the user guesses the correct input, or the chances become equal to the counter. So let's execute it. Let's guess the number. Suppose, now let's take this number as, we can change it, 50. Wait. I think it will not work because we have changed after that. So let's take this value as, let's change this value. So now this value is 60. So what it is displaying, you have total chances, this one, and this is your chance number 1. So now let's try to guess this number. So now we need to guess the value 60. So let's take 80. So what should be the output in this case? 80 is the bigger number. So this must be the output. Wrong guess. Try again a lower number. So let's see if it works or not. So yes. Now it is saying this is your chance number 2. So how it is working? Counter is 0. So first time the counter will become 0 plus 1, and the second time the while loop executes. So the counter become 1 plus 1, that is 2. So this is your chance number 2, and let's take the value as 20. So it is saying that try again with the higher number. Let's take more numbers, and 3. So yes, now when the counter reaches the number of chances, in this case it is saying wrong guess, try again with the higher number, and it comes out of the loop. Better luck next time, your chances are over. So in this way, even if the number is not correct, you can break the loop after reaching a certain number of chances. You can also reduce or increase the number of chances. So now let's execute it again, and let's give any wrong number. And in the second chance, if you enter the correct number, so yes, it will come out of the loop. So this loop will break in two conditions: if the user will enter the correct guess, or the number of chances reach to a certain point. So we can change it here. So in this way, we can create a guessing number game in Python, and you can also give more conditions if you want. So this is the practical use case of while loop and break. So you can try more examples and create more such mini projects. So that's it for today. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to Code Query Hub. And thanks for watching.